Anthony Hartwig here with a Howland girls basketball player profile. We're joined by senior Riley Villwock, who is one of two seniors on this team. Riley, thank you so much for coming on and joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
You got it. So when you look at this season, I think you and Sophia both knew there was going to be a lot of leadership and responsibility put on your shoulders this year because of the leaders that were there last year and the seniors that you graduated a year ago. Talk about kind of getting ready for this season and maybe the conversations that you and Sophia had, knowing that there's going to be a lot of leadership responsibility put on you.
Yeah, the last couple of years we've had like a huge senior class, and now that there's only two of us, like we knew we would both have to take on a huge responsibility. So we're very close with all the girls, so it's very easy for us to be leaders and help them. So
I mean, did that ever make you nervous before the season started or in the preseason, the summer, when you knew that like this was your time and there was a lot of leadership on you?
yes, definitely. Like I played soccer, and I was one of seven seniors, six or seven seniors. So I didn't really have like a huge leadership part because there were so many of us. But now, like I feel like me and Sophia have to take on that role every single day and be huge leaders on the team. So
How would you define your leadership qualities? What kind of leadership do you bring to the table?
I push the girls every day in practice. Like we're close on and off the court, and I know that everyone will be friends at the end of the day, and we won't fight. And yeah, so I just like to push the girls at practice so we can get full potential. So.
We just got done interviewing Sophia right before you, and she talked about the relationship that you two have and how close you've gotten, especially this year, and how much of a role model you both have been for each other. So I want, from your perspective, how much having Sophia along this journey in this basketball season has meant to you, and how much she's taught you about being a leader.
Yeah, me and Sophia have been best friends since we were like in like kindergarten, first grade. Like we've always been so close. Knowing that going into the season it was just me and her as seniors, I was very happy because I knew we would get close and I knew we were spending a lot of time together. So I was happy.
Outside of you two, there's no juniors on the team, so it's a very young roster, and you know that you're going to have to set the groundwork for leaders of the future to come on and keep this program succeeding. You spend so much time with these girls in practice and in games. Give us a few names of people who you think you can already see leadership qualities there that you know when you graduate they're going to be the next leaders of the future.
Yeah, definitely Mia Thomas, Maya Kabanzik, like just our sophomores in general, like Tegan Bell, Abby Henry. I think they'll be great leaders. So.
What kind of mark do you want to leave? Like if we ask them next year as they're leading the team, what they learned from being Riley's teammate and what kind of leadership they learned from you, what would you hope their answer would be? What kind of legacy are you trying to leave?
I hope they like remember how I pushed them in practice and how I'll always be there for them and always if they need somebody to come to, I'm always there. So
I also want to talk about Coach Pounds and how much he put his faith in you and Sophia to go out there and be leaders. And I know he's given you kind of the reins to push girls and to correct them when they need to be. What's it mean to you that you have a coach that kind of trusts you guys as much as he does?
yeah, he puts a lot of trust into me and Sophia. He's always asking us to lead the show or like help him with practice. Like when wants the decision to be made, he always asks us for our opinion, and it means a lot because we feel like we have a say in what happens. So.
You've been with Coach Pounds for a while. What part of your game do you think you've kind of grown in the most because he's been your coach?
Definitely my confidence. Like he's been with me since my freshman year, and I didn't really play that much my freshman sophomore year. So he always tells me like, "Thank you for always sticking it with me. Like I'm glad you sticked with me and not quit." So yeah,
One thing you learn when you cover so many athletes and you ask about confidence is everyone kind of has different ways that they become confident, has different things that give them confidence. What gives you confidence? What kind of things make you feel more confident when you're out there on the court?
and like in practice when I'm doing good, like I like getting like told by him like the good things that I'm doing and the good things that I'm giving to the team. So then it transfers over to my game, and then I'm comfortable in the game and like confident. So.
So we were there for senior night. We broadcasted that game. We saw that you guys went through the senior night, and I want to know your emotions. What were some of the things that you felt when you were going through senior night and you realized these games are getting numbered, and you have less and less games left with this school and with this program.
Yeah, our game on senior night was not an easy game. We played Boardman, and I was very excited that that was our game on senior night because I knew we would have to play hard and work hard to get that win because we lost the first time to them. So it was very bittersweet, the whole senior night thing before, but then as soon as that ended, like I knew we had to like get on it and play hard. So
You went through a senior night in soccer as well. Which one was harder emotionally to go through, senior night in soccer or senior night in basketball?
they were both hard, but I think like senior night in soccer was harder because it was my first one and like I don't know, most of those girls I've been with since I was and soccer is like my main sport, so definitely soccer.
When you think about all the things that you've accomplished over your career at Howland, when you graduate and you take that diploma, whether it be something you did in the classroom, something you did on the court or on the field, what are going to be some of the things that you're really proud of yourself that you were able to do before you graduated?
Definitely both in school and sports. I've worked as hard as I can in school. I've gotten good grades and yeah, and soccer and basketball, I've worked as hard as I can. I've played all 4 years, both sports, and we've definitely got some wins that I will always remember. Like in soccer, we beat Canfield twice my senior year. That's very huge. And then in basketball, like we won sectionals my sophomore year, and it's just been fun. I loved it.
As we're sitting here talking about the end of the journey, I want to go back to the beginning of it. When did you kind of start playing the sport of basketball? When did you start feeling yourself fall in love with it?
Yeah, I played like rec basketball like in elementary school, and then I started playing in like fourth grade like with these girls like with Sophia and all them, and then I played AAU in like seventh and eighth grade a little bit, but I needed to like I did that a little bit and then I quit because I needed to focus on soccer. But yeah, it's just been a long journey of basketball.
Like you said, soccer is the main sport, and you kind of backed off basketball a little bit to focus on soccer. So, what's being a multiple sport athlete meant to you? What was it about basketball that led you not completely give it up and completely put it in the
Yeah.
back burner because you still play in high school and you still give it your all in basketball season? What made it easy for you to still be a multiple sport athlete and still play basketball in the winter?
Yeah, don't get me wrong, I love basketball and soccer a lot, both of them. But soccer, I don't know, it's just been my like first love. So like I played that as my first sport when I was little. And basketball, it's a different type of sport. It's a different type of like endurance. It's a different type of I don't know. There's like 5 players on this court, and then there's 11 players on a soccer field, and it's a lot different, but it's very fun.
Had to feel good going through soccer season with another Villwock on the field too, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
that's always nice. When you think about, when you kind of took it from something that you just did for fun to something that you took seriously, worked hard at, when did that change kind of come about?
Definitely middle school. Like seventh and eighth grade was very. I loved basketball. It was so fun. We were good. We won the championship I think just eighth grade year. But yeah, it was just and very enjoyable. And then it came into high school, and I've loved it even more. So
I know growing up, your dad was helping coaching, and you have that experience where you have that dad coach relationship, which I think a lot of girl athletes do. I think you grow up and your dad kind of just helps you out, whatever sport you're playing. What was it like to go through that journey with him and to have him as a coach for your first couple years of playing basketball? And what does he mean to you in this senior year, knowing that it's kind of the end of your basketball career and you reflect on all the things that he taught you?
yeah, my dad was an amazing athlete when he was younger, and I have learned so much from him. He's pushed me to be my best, and I couldn't thank him anymore. So
Do you ever try to take him on one now that he's a little bit past his prime? Do you ever try to test how good of an athlete he still is?
yeah, I love when we're like shooting around in the gym, and I am making more shots than him, and he gets so angry. It's so fun.
Yes, love it. When you think about your family in general, I know we're talking about your dad, but I want to make sure your family as a whole gets a lot of love too. What's so special about your family? What makes it unique in your eyes, and what makes it so special to you?
Yeah, they're always there for me. I don't remember last time my parents have missed a game, or my grandparents, my nana and papa. I love them. They never miss my games, and My sister, she plays eighth grade basketball, and I'm very proud of her. And she's gonna be a great basketball player. So
And then in the same kind of line of questioning, those family, you use where you find role models. Tell me who your role models are in life and the people that kind of showed you how to be a leader and that you lean on in times when you want advice. Who are those people you go to?
definitely my dad. He's always taught me to be a good leader. He's very strong on what the word leader means, and yeah, if I ever need advice, he's the one I go to. So
So I love watching this basketball team that you play on because you guys play with so much loose. You're always having fun. You know when to lock in for sure, but I know that this team just knows how to have fun. Talk about the personality of this locker room and what lets it become so loose and it lets you guys have so much fun playing.
we are definitely very close. There's a lot of laughter in the locker room. There's a lot of jokes. There's a lot of stupidity. But yeah, it's just very fun to be around, and I love it.
What are some of your favorite off the court bonding things that you're able to do with your teammates that kind of bring you guys closer?
Before every season, we do like a scavenger hunt, like dinner type thing. Like we go around town and do like different activities and stuff, and we split into teams so it's competitive. So yeah, that's one of my favorite things to do.
Every team has one player that's the hangout spot. Like their home is the coolest home. Everyone goes to their house. Who's that for Howland basketball? Who's got the hangout spot?
I mean, this year we did the scavenger hunt here
Mm-hmm.
at my house. So we don't really like hang out at people's houses. We usually just go out to eat or
Mm.
we'll, I don't know, just fun things like
What's what's Howland girls basketball favorite place to go eat?
probably Chipotle.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hopefully after games, not before.
Yeah, after.
Kind of hard on your stomach before. Let's not do
Yep.
that. What's your go-to order at Chipotle?
Oh, I love burritos, chicken burritos. They're my
Mm.
favorite.
Then now that you're graduating and we're talking about food, I'm well, first of all, where are you going to college? Do you have that nailed down yet?
Yeah, I do. I'm going to the Ohio State University to study business.
You'll obviously be leaving the nest, living in Columbus.
Yeah.
What's one home cooked meal that you're gonna miss the most when you're not at home anymore?
Probably my dad's steak. I love steak. Or my grandma and grandpa's mac and cheese. It's my favorite.
And then when talking about things you're gonna miss, what's one life skill that your parents have always kind of done for you that you're gonna have to really learn how to do before you leave the nest?
Probably the laundry. I don't remember the last time I've done laundry.
No shame. Gonna have to learn it though.
Yeah, I
What
will.
excites you? What excites you about being out of the nest though and being on your own? What are some things that kind of make you excited about being able to go and move to Columbus and kind of have that freedom of the college campus life?
Yeah, I'm excited to learn how to live on my own. I'm excited to be with my friend. I think we're gonna room together, so we're excited to live together, and
Talk
yeah.
about your major and kind of what kind of things drove you to wanting to do that and follow that career path.
My dad owns an insurance business, so I've been around that my whole life. So that's my kind of goal is to get into that and I don't know, yeah, take over that. So
I'll take it over. Keep the family
yeah.
in the family, right? I love it. Um, I want to get to know you a little bit off the court before we let you go. Some kind of off the wall fun questions. First one is what kind of things do you spend the most money on? What kind of things are like your impulse buys? If you're out and you see something like, well, I gotta have that.
Probably food or clothes. Yeah, I don't know, I'm a huge shopper, so
Okay, so we'll unpack that. So food, I'm guessing like fast food or your impulse buys. You're driving, you
yeah.
see the sign, you have to pull in, you have to get something. What's your fast food vice?
Chipotle. I love Chipotle.
Well, there you go.
Or Chick-fil-A. So
Chipotle again. I love it. And then when you think about the clothes and the shopping there, what's the store that like if you walk past it, you got to go in? It's just you got to go get something.
just like any store in the mall. I don't know, just any kind of clothes. Love clothes.
Anything. Not
Yep,
picky. I love it.
not picky.
Um, and then when I think about what are some things that you like to do outside of sports? What are some of your hobbies that you have?
Hanging out with my friends, I love doing that. Like if we're going to watch the boys basketball game, I'll go with my friends to eat before, I'll hang out with them after. It's just fun.
What's the favorite sport to go and be a part of the student section of? I mean, I know you get good student sections when you're playing. So when you're not playing and you're able to go support your classmates, what's the favorite sport to go watch?
Probably boys basketball and boys soccer. We usually get huge student sections for those, so
And then I always like to ask athletes if there's any sport out there. Maybe it's because your school doesn't offer it, or maybe because it just isn't the same season that you play. Are there any sports out there that you kind of watch and think like, I could throw my hat in the ring there. I could probably be good at that sport.
Um, I've always wished that I went into softball. I feel
Hmm.
like I would be a good softball player for some reason. I don't know.
I'm sure Maya Kabanchik wouldn't mind you
Oh, yeah.
coming on that softball team. All right, Riley, we end these player profiles the same way every time. We want to take the limelight off of you and let you shine on the people in your life that have meant so much to you. I know we've already talked about your family, but never can talk about the people in your corner too much. So I want you to take some time, give out some thank yous and some shout outs to the people that you know you wouldn't be where you are without.
Definitely my family. They're always supporting me. They're always being there for me. My coaches that push me every single day at practice to be better. My teammates that are always there for me, and definitely my friends that come out and support all my basketball games. They're the best. I love them all. So, thank you.
All right, Riley, we want to thank you so much for coming on and talking to us about your senior year and your career and your future. We wish you the best of luck in everything you aim to do. We can't wait to talk to you again real soon.
Thank you.